before we start. Today is the Aranyaka, or the forest chapter of Ramacharita by Tulsidashi. And this is Shauri's kata. So, common kata, everyone knows the kata of Shauri, but we are also the young ones here today, so I'll take my time and explain the build to this kata. So, Shauri was this very old lady. You know, basically she lived in the forest, she had like 2 changes of clothes, and she was perceived as an outcast to society, something like a shudra, you know? Those in the red class that wrongly is scorned by society. But her group told her that in time, Sri Ram will come and visit the hermitage, visit the ashram, her house, and after that she can, die and be happy. So she spent years upon years gathering the best of fruits. This is common kata. Gathering tons and tons of fruits, awaiting this Sri Ram. And the kata, she chose the best fruits. She even ate the fruits, solid fruits, to make sure they were the best, they were the sweetest. As soon as that, she gave the first ripe mango. Who was rushed for it? Everybody, right? So she gathered these fruits, and she was waiting for Sri Ram to come. And Sri Ram did come, and she gave the fruits. Sri Ram took it happily, and she made a statement that, how could I, someone who's of low caste, someone who's of no real essence or worth in this world, be even close to you? How can I even fathom the thought of praising you or taking off you? And Sri Ram's response was really, really beautiful. And this one shot by alone basically destroys a lot of misconceptions that we see in Trinidad and Tobago about this thing called Bhakti. So the theme for today is called Bhakti. So we join in Ramayana Chaupai. So the first 2 lines in Chaupai was Jati Pati Kula Dharma Padai Dana Bala Parikana Guna Chaturai. So Sri Ram is showing here Jati. Jati is what we call caste. So the caste, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Pati Kula Dharma Padai. Kula, your family line. Dharma, your duty. Padai. Dana Bala Parikana Guna Chaturai. Dana, you want the money out. Bala, you can strength out. And Parikana Guna Chaturai. What he's talking about is these physical things that people tend to associate themselves with. And then finally, the second line, Bhakti Hina Sohai Kaisa, Vinujala He said what really matters is that thing called love. And without love, it's like a cloud without water and worthless. So this is Sri Rama's. So he said it doesn't matter caste, it doesn't matter the strength, how much money I have, where I stand in society. It matters this thing called love, or as we can express it as Bhakti. And this thing called Bhakti is a very, very, very well explained thing in Gita. But before we go to Gita, I just want to talk about how we tend to associate, or the world tends to associate with these physical things. So this thing, and right here in Trinidad, this caste thing is a big thing. You don't have to know. Nobody here knows what caste you belong to, but they have a caste system in Trinidad. And I like to call it the Maharaj syndrome. Right? Because 2 years ago, me and my group went by our cousin for a prayer. And you know, the Pundit came out and my cousin said, well, this is why you don't do anything Pundit, I walk and thing. So the first thing that Pundit asked me was, what's your last name? So it's a funny thing, right? You didn't want to ask what organization if you've been included before. I mean, it's what I mean, but it shows you mindset here. If it's not Maharaj, Tiwari, Hussain, yeah, you're not qualified to be a Pundit. And caste, again, is a funny thing. And like one of the benefits of being abroad studying is that the Hindu group out there, they had a discussion once. And it was a circle of 15 of us. I was going to be Trinidadian, most of them were Canadian Indian, and a few of them were Indian Indians. So they had to talk about if caste really matters. And so they asked everyone to let's say their caste, and they would talk about it after, like in terms of marriages and what is culture they do and those sorts of things. So Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, they passed me by. Look, I fish out the water because I didn't grow up with this caste thing. So I pulled out my phone and I typed the name Siewnarine because Siewnarine is like a very broken form of Siewnarine. So I typed in Siewnarine and I googled it, and this article came up and it said it belonged to the Rajput dynasty of that of Kshatriya. I was like, alright, okay. So in my turn down, so like, okay, my name is Dinesh, I'm Trinidad and Tobago, and I, by definition on this Google page, I am a Kshatriya. And you can see a couple of them, you know, there's like, Kshatriya. Then it wasn't verbal, but you could have seen it. So caste, again, here is a very, very misunderstood thing. And Krishna says in Gita that no caste is better than any other caste because all are needed for the function of society. Now you call that a Vajrana Shudra. If you work for 1 week, what happened to all of you? Right? So everybody is important in caste. And this is one of the main things I wanted to talk about because he said, hey, no, I don't care what class, money, your family status, I just care about this Bhakti. And think about this, Sri Rama is not huge for us. They have tons and millions of rishis and swamis and those who have realized God. But he went by the so-called Shudra and came in the house, sat down, ate the food given by her. Now that's a big thing, like, he didn't care. Is that prayer, that bhakti, that love that attracted him. And through all scripture, this love is there to be pivotal thing, that it should be a pivotal thing in our life. Like, there was this episode of Mahabharata where Krishna, he went to visit Duryodhana. So when Duryodhana was here and Krishna's company, he organized a big feast. Huge table, food, all kinds of food, all kinds of curry, all kinds of choka, all kinds. He went like every dog was man in Trinidad and get our lovers. And he had it for Krishna. And Krishna went and he just watched the food and was like, nah, my belly is full, I just came to see what you're doing. And then he went and he looked in the back by Vidura, so Vidura was the advice to the king at that time. And he ate simple thing, a roti and bhaji. You know, there's a question and सबसे कुछ ही प्रेम से दाई दुर्योधन को मेरे बात क्या वो साग विदुर चट दाई साग है बाजी विदुर चट दाई you're right vidur the it is the baji because the love was there And that what attracts the Lord. So, that is Shabbat Kata. I will come back to it in a little bit. The verse in Gita, Pandit constantly says that almost every Sunday that I was in this temple was this verse. Patra Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Karahamba Tripapitam Ashnami Prayatatma. So, Patra is leaf, Pushpam is flower, Palam is fruit, Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. And that is given to me. Tataham Bhakti Patritam Ashnami Prayatatma. So he says here, whosoever offers with me without a leaf, water, fruits, I gladly partake of that. Now, yeah, you can take it from that, okay, if I really focus my mind while doing arti or doing homework, and I really put forward my love here, it will give some benefit, it will. There's nothing wrong with that. But the whole system of puja is based on this verse alone. Because what they offer in puja? Leaves, flowers, fruits, water, some coins, parasol. So the whole of puja is based on this verse in Gita alone. But then again, this love, we keep talking about this love, but what is the kind of love that Sri Krishna here is talking about? Sri Krishna says in Gita chapter 7 verse 24 that whatever form of God you take in your mind and you truly go to that form, I will come to you in that form. So in that way we inculcate Pundit or good karma. But if we take this a step higher, any sort of karma seeks to bind you here on this earth. So even when you live your life full of punya karma and you die, you go to Devalok, Indralok, or Brahmalok, you enjoy the fruit reaction, but you still come back because you have created an attachment, even though you've done good. And you have to come back here and eventually develop what we call up-connected bhav, which is non-worship. So you don't claim any karma and you can gain moksha. But don't let this be an deterrent for you doing bad karma, or good karma, sorry. Because good karma is needed for you to understand that there's something higher than just being there to claim the karma and fruits of your actions. So understanding that all gods really are made by one supreme thing, that is what we call the end of Bhakti. So it's all the importance of Bhakti. It helps to center your mind, helps to develop that God awareness, that constant second nature feeling that God is there always with you. That's the importance of Bhakti. And you develop these things by constant practice. So you do the good karma, you claim the benefits of the karma. Yes, I come to the temple, I've done a puja, I get results with the puja. That's the start. You have to start somewhere. But as you come higher and higher and higher and higher, then you start to try and pull away from karma. That is why Gita talks about karma first, then it moves to bhakti, then it moves to jnana. Because when you perfect karma, when you reach that point where you don't even think about the fruits of your actions anymore, then you start to fully give yourself into Bhagwan. And after this other chapter, we'll talk more about that. The types of devotees, the end of bhakti, and how we are to continue on this path of devotion. So, we'll try another chapter. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram The most incomparable fruit of seeing me is that the soul attains the natural state. Now this verse is strictly from Peter and Peter alone. Because he says in chapter 11, the end of chapter 11, Naham Vedai Natapasa Nadhanena Nadchejaya Shakya Evam Vidodrashtum Drishtavan Nasimam Yata. He says here, neither by studying the Vedas, nor by penance, nor again by charity, or even ritual, can I be seen in this form as you have seen me. Now, Shri Krishna is not saying that the idea of tapas and dance is giving austerity are not important. They are important to build you up to that level where you understand that there is no difference between you and Bhagwan. And you pray to Bhagwan because you can't do anything else. That's the feeling of Bhakti is the pinnacle as described in Gita here. You know how those puppets have strings and will control the puppets? We are like little puppets eventually, where Bhagwan pulls all the strings for us. We are that with what we call the jigyanis. We just pray to pray to you. And that's the end of Bhakti. The end of Bhakti is when we realize that there's no difference between me and Bhagwan. And you just revel in that glory all the time. And he says here, in the second verse, Bhaktya Pranadaya Shakya Aham Evam Vidojana Nyatun Drashum Chatattvena Praveshum Cha Parantapa. What he says here is that through single-minded devotion, I can be seen in this form, known in essence and even enter to over in Arjuna. I think this is really confused a lot of people, even me. It's translated very, very weird. So what he says here, Arjuna could have been able to see the Lord. The form is the form of Arjuna, wasn't as he imagined Bhagavan. That is why I mentioned the form here. And he said that you can see this as you are right now. And here it comes back to what I said before, that Bhagavan comes in the form that you want him to come to you as. But what he's trying to say there, my final point there, is that when you realize that there's no separation between you and God, that you are God, you are just taking on this body, this condition for a temporary time, that is the only way you can truly see God. Because as I am now, I believe I am separate to this infinite thing. And because of that, I will never be able to fully appreciate God. Because if I think I am God, but still think that I am the body, I am putting a finite barrier, an infinite being. And that is not possible. So once we realize that you are this Bhagavan, you are God, there's nothing different from me and God, then that is where Bhakti comes in. And when you become so settled in that Bhakti, then you can entertain the knowledge, the Gyan part of Gita, which is after chapter 13 go down. Gain knowledge and eventually get moksha. But the key point here is that you have to start somewhere. You have to leave out that Bhakti, do the good karma, yeah, do it in your name. But then you start to relinquish that karma, relinquish that feeling that I have done this, and just detach from the fruits of actions, and Bhakti will naturally build in your life. That's how it's supposed to go.